Hi everybody, Lambkin here. Today I wanted to showcase Yoshimitsu's Kincho Parry. Today's video is mainly going to consist of a little video compilation I made of where I show certain moves and strings that can be reliably Kincho parried on reaction. But I thought that this video might need a little bit of an explanation at first for those who aren't super familiar. The Yoshimitsu Kincho Parry is when you time your 1+2 going into Kincho stance with your enemy's attack. It might look something like this. If done correctly, you will become transparent going through your ignoring your enemy's attack. They will behave as if they whiffed, and you will be teleported automatically up in the air and doing like an automatic attack. And if the attack connects, you get a few guaranteed options here. If you have your opponent up against a wall, I suggest doing forward 1+2 for Oki. If you want to go for max damage, you can go up back 1+2, like that. The thing about the Kincho parry is, so parries were universally nerfed on startup and active frames in Tekken 8, with the exception of Yoshimitsu's Kincho parry. So there is a few situations where you are not longer able to parry, manual parry with other characters, for example Law, Paul and Nina, but you can still do it with Yoshimitsu. I'll get into that a little bit later. But another thing is that you should know before you jump into the comment section on this video and say, oh, you didn't show this string in your showcase, what about this string or this move? I'd be happy if there's something I missed, and most likely is. I mean, there definitely is. There's so many moves in this game, so if you have found some good stuff, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to take a look at it as well. I'm still discovering new stuff. But again, most likely, if there's a string you don't see in this video, the reason might also be that there is some better way to that you are intended to deal with that options. I'll give you one example here. So for example, you can Kincho parry Devil Jin's laser scraper here, but that's not the most optimal way of dealing with it. As you can see, it's not even a guaranteed punish here. The intended way to deal with this is to sidestep, right? You sidestep, you get a big punish. That's how you're supposed to deal with it. So I won't include a string like that in this video because it would be kind of pointless. The best way to deal with this, you would be doing yourself a disfavor by lapping it like this, right? Trying to Kincho parry this when you could be sidestepping instead. There is, however, a niche situation. Let's say that you're playing against Devil Jin and you're backed up into a corner, so you have a wall on each side, so you cannot reliably sidestep it. Well, now your best option is to Kincho parry it, and pretty much your only option. Now, this wouldn't be a punish, he would be able to block this, but you will be +1 on block and in a bit more of an advantageous position than you were before, at least. So that's how I suggest you approach the Kincho parry. Don't use it as a super powerful parry option. Use it as a kind of a get out of jail for free card in specific niche situations, and you have to know these situations by experience. And I'll show you a bunch of them today. So let's move on here. Alright, I just want to point out real quick that there's a bunch of strings in this video compilation as well that are that has lows in them, where obviously the best way to deal with these strings would be to low parry them. For example, like Cassius 1, 2, 4, 3 right here. Most optimal way to deal with this string is to low parry it. But if you fail to react to the low, then you cannot step to either side on the last hit here, so you're kind of jailed. You only get +2. But what you can do in this situation is you can still Kincho parry it like this. Right. And Yoshimitsu, as far as I'm aware, is actually the only character in the game now who can do this on reaction. So, as I said before, manual parries were universally nerfed from 5-frame startup to 6-frame startup from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8. So, Law, Paul, and Nina, characters like that with a good manual parry, back 1+3, were able to manual parry the last hit of this string in Tekken 7. But they are no longer able to do it in Tekken 8. But Yoshimitsu can still do it because startup on Kincho stance remains the same in Tekken 8. So again, that's why it's such a good niche get out of jail free card. It's a good tool to have, and if you know how to use it well, you can get out of a lot of sticky situations. Like, again, this string, for example, as you can see on the little gray box, it's not a punish. Whereas a string like this one is a punish. So you're gonna have to notice that on the specific strings and moves in the video. But at the very least, you get +1 on block. You're in a little bit more of an advantageous position. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna show you a bunch of strings and moves that you can Kincho Parry quite reliably on reaction. Some of them, a few of these examples, you can even flash interrupt as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Leave a comment if you found something that you think would be useful to know for that I missed in this video. And other than that, I'll see you next time. I hope you have a good one. See ya. Bye.
Experience!